A mother's push for change could help bring justice to families across Missouri.
41 Actions reporter Andres Gutierrez explains how this effort will help ensure police have evidence they need to solve the crime.
We sat for 3.5 years without any kind of closure because we didn't have that evidence that could have possibly have stopped it.
In the summer of 2013, 22-year-old Corey Lakovich was rushed to the hospital after he was stabbed. His mother, Michelle Meshy, claims had her son's clothing been properly handled at the hospital, the killer would have faced justice sooner.
There was some confusion as to whether or not the police told them to throw away the clothes or if it had just happened out of an accident.
Now she's pushing for stricter evidence collection procedures in emergency rooms.
At the end of this case, the only evidence that they were able to actually convict Corey's killer on was his confession.
Along with Corey's mom, there's a renewed push in Jefferson City for a proposed bill introduced by State Representative Rory Rowland named Corey's Law. It would require hospitals with emergency rooms to keep evidence collection kits on hand and identify a place in the hospital to securely store the evidence collected.
Will help ensure that if something happens to one of their family members, they'll in fact have that evidence that in fact that there was a crime or a homicide, that they're protected.
Nurses involved in the procedure would be required to undergo 3 hours of training each year. If passed, the law also mandates that hospitals report any stab wounds that are at least 1 inch deep to law enforcement.
The homicide rate in this area keeps growing and growing. And part of that is because we're not solving the homicides. How many homicides can we solve if we have the proper investigation from the very beginning?
In Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News.